Brought to you in part by Monadnock Flooring and Decorating, offering quality sales, service, and installation for over 35 years on Production Avenue next to Subaru of Keene. Hey everybody, welcome, because we're the kids in the kitchen. This is Jack. What's up, man?
Nothing.
How you doing?
Up?
You're a Jets fan?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I hear you're a Giants fan.
I'm so glad you brought that up. I'm a Giants fan. You're a Jets fan. This is stuff we would eat if the Jets and the Giants were in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But
or,
they're
or
not.
the playoffs.
Or, yeah, they played more than 16 games.
Yeah.
It would be great, right? But they didn't this year, so we don't care. Anyway, so, man, you're here today. What are we making? Do you remember?
We are making a triple pork chop and a
Triple pork chop. That's crazy. What else?
beef medallion.
Oh, just beef medallions
Yeah.
with mushrooms and then porcini mushroom dust. It's like, I was gonna say pixie dust. Jack's like, pixie dust, really? It's like the greatest thing in the world. You like mushrooms?
Yeah.
You like beef?
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Yeah. How do you do that? You're pretty good at the whole thing. Yeah, we're cool. We are kids in the kitchen, and we are going to be making triple pork chops, stuffed sausage, wrapped bacon, pork chop, outrageous, and beef medallions with a mushroom cream sauce. So don't go away, because we're going to be cooking it up. High five, Jack. We'll see you in the kitchen. Hey everybody, welcome back. We're cooking in the kitchen. This is Jack, my man Jack. High five. All right, I didn't even look. Like, I'm so cool. Watch this. One more time.
Oh
man, one more time. Come on, Jack. Come on. Dude, you're watching. All right, here. I'll stand there. Okay. We're going to be cooking some cool stuff. And Jack, this is what I need you to do. We need to get this out. Well, we're actually not out of the way in a moment. I need to get some gloves for you, buddy. We'll figure where those are in a second. But I'm going to get a board out to help us cut up our meat. Let's see. Is it fish we're cooking? No, not doing fish. We doing this?
No.
No, not doing vegetables. Chicken?
No.
Did you have to look? We're not doing chicken. All right, we're doing beef. Since we don't have a pork one, we're going to have to use the beef one. All right, so the first thing we want to do is two things. We want to get our pork going, right? Now, I'm going to need to move this out of the way. I need you to grab me an onion.
Onion.
And, oh, cool, watch this. Watch this. We go for that saute pan. Bingo, got a saute pan. And, hey, Tyler, if you want to throw me those gloves, I'll take them. Yeah, they're right here. No, I got them. I'm going to go over here and get us some gloves. What size hands do you have? No, really, what size hands do you have? No, you go for the large?
No.
All right, I thought so. Here, you go for the medium, I go for the large. All right, let's get our gloves on. We'll start working our way with what we got here. There you go. What's cool is Mom cleans up in the kitchen. So when you're done with it, you know what you do? Watch, when you're done with it, you just go like this. You just say, Mom, can you clean that up? Okay, she didn't like that much. Did you see her face just now? All right, buddy, this is what I'm going to need you to do. I'm going to need you to get into this. I should have kept one of the ones that said chicken on it because I could have used it. I'm going to need you to cut this open, right? And get out the pork in there. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
You got that? Just cut it open. Cut it open. Okay, it's not surgery. All right, go crazy. All right, while you do that, I'm going to cut up some celery and onions for our stuffing. So we're going to take, well, let's do till right about here, okay? And then you're going to have to pull the pork out of the casing. Got that? You having fun?
Yeah.
Good. Smile, it doesn't hurt. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to cut up, we're going to make sausage stuffing for our stuffed pork chop, right? So he's going to get the sausage out of the casing. We're going to get it in one of these pans, and we're going to start cooking it down. But before we do that, what I want to do is get some celery and onion cooking in there too. So we have some celery and onion. I pretty much used about that much. We're going to cut it down right through there, boom. We're going to keep it big and chunky. And we'll use the ends. Use all the parts of the celery. It's actually, there's nothing on it that's bad. I use the leaves too. I love the celery leaf. I actually make a salad out of it. How's that coming, big guy?
Good.
You need a plate to put that in? You think?
I think so.
All right. Why don't you grab a plate somewhere? Have fun finding it. Because I have no idea where anything is in
Yeah,
here either.
neither do I.
No? You don't know where they are?
I don't know.
Neither do I. All right. Let's get our celery in there with a little bit of oil. We're going to start cooking that down. We're going to get our onions in there too. I wish I knew where the onions were. Oh, did you get me one?
Yes.
You're the best. So you play sports, Jack?
Yes, I do.
What do you play?
A lot.
What's
Golf, soccer, basketball, baseball,
Oh, cool.
snowboarding. A lot.
What's your favorite?
Golf, definitely.
Golf. So you like being bored. So you came on this show. You know, golf is basically a walk interrupted by hitting a ball, right?
I think it's more than that.
Is it more than that?
I think it is, yeah.
Okay. Have fun with that one. I'm going to cut some onions in there too, Jack. You ready?
Yep.
Are you amazed that I could cut and talk at the same time? Well, if you're not, I am. I'm scared half the time. Whoa, there we go. Just make it a little more difficult for me, bud. All right, what I need you to do. Oh, great job on that. What I need you to do is I'm going to get the onions in here too. All right, we need to put a little salt and pepper in there. Why don't you find where the salt and pepper is?
Find the salt and pepper.
It's the white
Should I
stuff. Yeah, take your gloves off.
Take my gloves off.
Take your gloves off. Pop them in there. Bam. You should play basketball. Come on, buddy. Grab some salt and pepper. Throw it in my onions over there.
Salt and pepper.
Okay, that too.
Yeah.
Have fun with it.
Wait, that?
Yeah, no, you need a little more. Come on. Good job. Put a little bit more in there. One more. Good job. All right, now you're going to stir that around for me
Okay.
with your fingers.
With my, no.
No. Let's go in there. Reach in there. See if you find a wooden spoon. If you don't, just one of those spatulas will work.
Okay.
All right. So your other thing, you're going to start stirring that around. Now we're going to add our sausage in there. You want to start breaking that up and stirring it around. Okay. That's our stuffing, right? So it's an Italian sausage. It's got a little bit of fennel in it, so it has some flavor. And then you have, what else is in there? We got the celery and the onions.
Yeah.
Got some salt and pepper. We're going to start letting that cook down. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Sounds great. All right. You're doing a wonderful job, buddy.
Thank you.
Is this what you thought it was going to be like? Thought it was going to be more fun, right? Like
No.
Stuff was going to blow up and, no?
No.
No? Yeah, we didn't have the budget for that, though. We were working on that. Now, with these pork loins, what's great about the pork loin, I'm going to show you this real quick. What's great about a pork loin, you could buy a whole pork loin like this, Jack, right? And you could go home and you could cut it up into little medallions and you can make like scallopini. You know what those are, like little medallions?
Yeah.
Scallopini medallions. Got it? You're all there, right, bud? We're good?
Yeah, I'm focused on my
You're
task.
focused. I love the focus. That's what you need in golf, right?
Yeah,
Focus?
yeah.
What are the three most important things about golf? Keep your eye on the ball.
Yeah?
Keep your eye on the ball.
No?
Keep your eye on the ball. No, that's the only thing I learned.
Really?
So is my swing okay? Check out my swing. You ready? Ready? Ready?
Yeah. It's not bad.
Ah, thanks. He told me it was okay. What's your brother's first name?
Nicholas.
Tell me your first name and his at the same time.
Jack Nicholas.
It's so cool. Think their dad liked it too? All right. All right. Oh, wait. We got to get back to cooking. All right. So I'm going to cut what I consider like a double pork chop, right? It's a little bit bigger. We're going to cut a slit in the middle. We're going to stuff it with pork. So we have what I call our mise en place ready for our pork chop. We have our two chops that we're going to do because only Jack and I are eating pork. He's cooking down on the sausage and the onions and the celery. We're going to add some breadcrumbs to this, right? We're going to make a nice stuffing. And then watch how quick this comes out. So we're going to do that, stuff that with the pork when we come back. We're going to start our beef at the same time, cook it all together, and then by the end, we're going to be eating.
Oh, yeah.
All right? I got to go wash my hand. Took my glove off too soon.
Yeah.
All right, don't go away because these kids are still cooking in the kitchen. We'll be right back. All right, we're back in the kitchen. Jack's, look at that, it's so awesome.
It is.
That is, right? You
Yeah.
got sausage, onions, peppers. You're making sure they're all cooked down. Sausage is cooked all the way through, so we don't have to worry about the sausage not cooking when we're cooking the pork chop. And it's going to help cook from inside. Now, you could do this ahead of time. Like, you can make this kind of stuffing a little bit in advance. Now, we're going to add a little breadcrumb, kind of hold it together. We don't need it to hold together perfectly, because once we wrap it, it's not going anywhere. But let's shut off the heat and just mix that breadcrumb in. All right, so you got that going on.
Mix it in.
Yeah, just mix it in. Shut off the heat, yeah? And then that'll just mix in. It'll kind of like start binding it together, but we're not worried that much about it. What I'm going to have you do while I start this process is come on this side. That looks good. Just leave that, let it cool a little bit. You can leave that right in there. I'm going to have you come on this side. You're going to help me out doing something. You're going to cut our mushrooms for our beef. So I'm going to stuff our pork chop, and then I'm going to wrap them with bacon. In the meantime, I don't want you to stuff our mushrooms. No, cut our mushrooms. Now, this is what I want you to do really, really quickly. You're going to cut the bottom off, right? Then you're going to turn it on its flat side. Now, watch carefully. You're going to hold the mushroom, and you're not going to lift the top of the knife away. You're going to just kind of slice. And then when it gets about halfway, you kind of go this way. See what I'm saying?
Sounds good.
All right? You have fun with that.
Okay.
Everybody focus on me in case he cuts himself. Let's let him get a couple in there. And in the meantime, nice. Move your fingers back just a little bit. In the meantime, what we're going to do is cut a slit into our pork so we could stuff it. All right? I just cut enough that I could fit it in there. And then with my fingers, I'm going to break apart the meat just a little bit in there. And hopefully I didn't rip the outside, which I did a little bit. But we're going to wrap it, so it's not going to really matter. So we got a nice little pocket for our pork stuffing. And we'll do the same thing here. How are those coming?
Good.
Good? Yeah, nice job. Great job. Now we're going to, with the beef, we're going to make sure there's mushroom flavor everywhere. So if you're a fan of mushrooms, you're going to love this beef. If you're not a fan of mushrooms, don't go over Jack's house tonight because he's not going to cook without them. All right, I got my 2 little pockets ready, right? I'm going to get a spoon. Yeah, a spoon will get our stuffing in here. Let me just get some of it. Ooh, it's a little hot. You probably want to let it cool off just a little bit. But, you know, we have a half-hour show, so we got to keep going. So when did you start liking cooking, Jack?
Probably.
After watching my show?
Yeah, no, before that. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, man. It's so close. I almost had him. All right. All right, I'm stuffing with sausage. How we doing?
How many more of these?
How many more of those?
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Just keep going.
Yeah, we got to fill up time. So what's your favorite thing to cook?
I'd say paninis or pasta.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I also like chicken.
Anything Luca teaches you?
Yeah.
I'm leading you, buddy, as much as I can, but that was a pass. That totally led you to the end zone right there. All right, where's the bacon? Where's the bacon? The bacon's over here. You keep cutting.
Okay.
You doing all right?
Yeah.
All right. Boy, you cut too many.
I did.
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So we stuffed it with pork. We have a piece of pork. And now, you know what I'm going to do?
What?
Wrap it with bacon.
Best part.
That's ridiculous. Whose idea was this? That's so crazy. Look at that. And it's going to hold the stuffing in, too. See that?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Give me 2 more of those.
Okay.
All right. You're tired already, aren't you?
No.
You're going to wrap this other one for me. Oh, my gosh. Look at this thing. It's like a little present. It's not even my birthday. Is it your birthday today, Jack?
9 days.
9 days?
9 days.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
He's getting a birthday present. It's pork wrapped in pork. All right, look at that. You want to do the other one for me?
Sure.
All right, have fun with it. You know where your gloves are? Did you throw your gloves somewhere?
I threw them out.
You did, didn't you? What, you thought your mom was going to clean up or something? There you go. You get to use the large ones.
Okay.
Have fun with it. And then leave them over there. Stop throwing them around. Kids today, I'm telling you. All right, so you're going to start wrapping this bad boy here while I got this one going. Now, cool thing about this, all right? Jack got us started with our pork, stuffed pork, wrapped pork. And now all I have to do, pork, stuffed pork, wrapped pork. All I'm going to do is I'm going to add some salt to the bottom of this pan. Now, you can only imagine how much fat and oil there is in here, right? There must be a lot. Don't let it out. Don't let him get away. I'll show you a good way to start. We'll start with a longer piece. It helps. Yeah. See, he knew that. He totally was telling me that. Where are you? Start with a longer piece. We'll start here, and then start wrapping it around, and then the little pieces you can put at the end. All right? So there's a lot of fat on here. I mean, the bacon rendering down, the pork, there's fat on the pork, and then, of course, there's the sausage and the fat that's in there. So instead of grinding it up in oil, I'm going to put it right in the salt. The salt's actually going to draw the moisture out or draw the fat out. How you doing?
Struggling.
Struggling? Oh, come on. You're doing a great job. Look at you. You got it.
There it goes.
You're the man. All right? So when that starts cooking down, we're going to start to render down the fat of the pork, and then we'll be able to, of the bacon, and it'll be able to get nice and crispy and finish cooking on the inside. My goal is to cook as much of it on top of this, what's this called? Stove. Yeah, on top of the stove, and then finish it off in the oven just for a little bit. While you're doing that, you know what I'm going to start making? Our beef tenderloin, which is pretty exciting. So no, you keep wrapping bacon. I'll take care of the beef tenderloin because these are my buddies here.
Man.
All right, so let's get a plate for our beef tenderloin so I can season it.
So that's that.
Oh, that's perfect, man. You did a great job. We'll get yours on there as well. You can make this at home now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. Let's get that in there. Let's start right again. I cook. Oh, yeah, you can take them off. Now what I'm gonna go right in there. Yeah, that's good. You like that little garbage spot right there? Cool kitchen, right?
Yeah.
You should tell mom and dad they should come down here and buy one.
I think they should.
Yeah, it's easier to cook at home. I'm gonna have you do salt and pepper on either side, right? So that you want to do that. Salt and pepper on both sides, and then flip it over. And then when you flip it over, or you could do it now, you're going to put a good dusting of mushrooms. This is a porcini mushroom, dry mushroom. You can get shiitake dry mushrooms, anything you want. But we're going to really give a nice intense mushroom flavor here, and then with that. Okay? So you make sure you clean those all up. Season those all up. I'm going to get the pan nice and hot because what we're going to do is we're going to pan sear the filet or the tenderloin to the point where it's nice and medium rare-ish, but we're also going to butter baste it, and we're going to show you that in a second. So first, I need a little bit of oil in the pan. So we'll get a little olive oil in this pan. Not too much, because we just want to get it started. All right. There you go. Is this the second side or the first side?
Second side.
It is? Awesome. So I can start. No, okay. You still got to do that.
Yeah,
right?
that's the first one.
Oh, that's the first side. We'll work it out later. All right, this is All right, how we doing, bud? Good?
Good.
Just gotta find some tongs here. You'd think it was my first day doing the show. All right, let's see how this pork is looking, right? Look at that. Oh, the bacon. So we're gonna flip it a couple of times because we want the bacon to kind of like tighten up against the pork, right? But we don't want it to overcook. So on medium, high heat. Make sure we're both on medium, high heat. So that way it's not burning. So am I all seasoned? We're going to get these into our hot skillet. Oh, we got a nice sear.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Again, we want to get a nice sear on these on one side. All right, let's get rid of this.
Okay.
Right behind us. Okay. Now, my friend, you are going to do... Towel right here.
All right.
There you go. You got a nice little towel there.
Yeah.
You, my friend, are going to help me with the next important part. So come over here. Come closer. You're going to always have a towel in your hand whenever you're dealing with hot pans. You always have a pan where you could hold the towel, right? Right around it, fold it up nicely. That's just something. And you're going to check to make sure the sear is there. Now, once we turn these over, what we're going to do is start butter basting on low heat. And wait till you see what that's like. So we're going to see if there's a sear. It's starting to look nice, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. It's very pretty. We'll flip it over. Now, this beef tenderloin, you want to cook it on the rare to medium rare side. Too much. If you cook it too much, it's just going to be overdone. So hold on to that for a second. What I'm going to need to do is take a little bit of butter. Is that good enough? One more? Okay. Only because you insisted. You gave me that look. Like, that's not enough, man. All right, just a little bit of butter on both sides. Just a little bit of butter. That's a little bit of butter. Man, that was way too much butter. I don't know what you were thinking. All right, and then we want to get a spoon. Let me get a spoon real quick. Let me get a spoon. How you doing over there? Those looking good?
Yeah.
Now you're going to butter baste. You ready? You're not going to flip them again.
No.
Now take your tongs. You're going to tilt it just a little bit. Tilt your pan. No, the other way. Towards them. Hold on, let me show you. Let go for a sec. You're going to tilt it this way. So your butter's all here. And then you start baking. Oh. You see that? Doesn't that sound exciting? Look at that. Everyone out there is like, oh my God, that sounds so good. All right, so I want you to do that.
Okay.
Tilt it a little, butter baste. All right, so Jack's going to butter baste. Butter baste. Oh. Hold on, this is a moment we should just share. Look at that, there's nothing better. So we're cooking from the top and the bottom, really great flavors. And we're cooking our pork. So we're going to pop our pork in the oven and let that finish. We're going to take out the beef and we're going to cook a sauce in there when that's ready. We're going to let it rest. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
All right, Jack's going to finish this whole thing through in the kitchen. I'm going to go take a break or maybe go get a fribble or something. I don't know what I'm getting. Anyway, when you come back, these two kids in the kitchen are going to finish up these great meals. Don't go away. Hey, we're back, everybody. There it is. Jack's back with me. Hey, Jack. Oh, you were going to do that, weren't you?
Yeah.
It's good to have you back, buddy. So he just basted our medallions, right? Butter basted. But we're keeping that butter in. You see all those little pieces in there? Tons of flavor, my friend. So we're going to turn our oven back, our stovetop back on. I popped these in the oven for a little bit to kind of finish them through. And what I'm going to do here, that has a lot of cool, yummy stuff in there. I'm just going to add some stock to this and kind of deglaze that pan and have people in the audience go, wow! And that's what happened. And that deglazing that pan, we're just going to let it cook down a little bit. So it's going to create like an au jus for us, right? Au jus just means its own sauce, right? So that we're not adding anything else to it. There's enough flavor there. We don't have to go crazy. Here, what we're going to do is add some ingredients. As I add them, you're going to mix them. Sound good? All right, we got some shallots in the butter. And he's mixing, and he's mixing. Yes, he is. There's also the flavor of the porcini mushrooms in there too, right? You know, that's all cooking in there. We're going to add our mushrooms in there, right? And he's mixing, and he's mixing. A little bit of garlic. You like garlic?
Sure.
You like garlic. We'll throw some garlic in there too. Bam. Oh, wait, that's a different show. Actually, he's not around anymore. All right, so we have that little salt and pepper. All right, we'll just kind of you season as you go, a little salt and pepper each time. All right, so now we just need to bring this together. All right, we need to create a sauce out of this. The mushrooms are going to absorb all that butter. You see it's almost gone, all that butter? And mushrooms absorbing all of it. And the garlic, let's let it sit for a little bit. Now this is where we kind of just flip it around a little. Now we just let it sit. Because what we're going to do here is add a little bit of sherry wine. All right, but when you do sherry wine, okay, important note. Look at your parents when I'm saying this. Okay, now look at me. Important note, if you're using any alcohol in the house to cook with, please don't do this at home without a parent available. Thank you. All right, so because this is highly flammable. So I'm going to put a little bit in there and deglaze, and you might want to back up. Or not. Oh, there we go. If you do it correctly, you won't get that big flame. It'll just kind of cook down. And then the sherry wine is going to get into the mushrooms too and give it some more flavor. Now, this is a real simple sauce because we're going to bring it together with a touch of cream. Right? So you got all these big flavors. You got all the, like the mushrooms really earthy. The sherry wine's got some sweetness to it. And now you want to create a sauce, so we're just going to let that reduce down into a cream sauce. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Easy enough. All right, come around on this side because this is what I want to show you next. You can take that home with you. No, just leave it right there. All right. We're going to see how we did with our pork. You want to check out our pork, see if we did all right?
Sure.
All right, we'll pick out one of our porks. And you should always use tongs because I don't know what I was thinking. I'm using my hands. It's like, what am I, at work? All right, so let's get in there. Oh, I started cutting this one. We'll see how this comes out. So this one, that one. Clean that up. Shh. Don't let anybody see that. That's all right, no one watching. Just your family. Oh, it's like a medium rare. Now, if you want it cooked a little bit longer, leave it a little bit longer in there. Medium rare to medium, pork is delicious, especially because it's healthy for you still, and I like it that way, and if you overcook pork, it's just going to get dry. This is not going to be dry because you know why? We had the stuffing from the inside, keeping it moist, the bacon wrapping around, keeping it moist. It's going to be amazing. So if you like your pork done a little bit more, you could do it a little bit more. This, check out our sauce is coming together. Here's that little au jus we made, right? We just pour a little bit of that over the top of our... And you know what this is? This is no extra added fat. It's just fat from the bacon, right? With a little bit of the stock. And we didn't add any butter or any oil. It's healthy because it was in there before, so it's got to be healthy. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Don't let anybody else tell you differently. And they can, but they'd be wrong. All right, then we're going to just chop up a little parsley to finish off our thing right there. All right, so you had fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? You could go home and make these right now?
I could.
Yeah? Do you know why?
Because I have the recipe in my pocket.
Oh! You hit that one on the head, man, and we didn't even practice that. He does have the recipe in his pocket. Yeah, I gave it to him. That's awesome. We'll do a little bit of that's awesome. We have an audience, in case you were wondering, and it's even more fun with that. All right, so we're going to put a little bit of this sauce on the plate. You want to get me the? You want to get the fillet?
Sure.
All right, go get the fillets. Where are they? I don't know. I hope you know because I forgot. All right, grab that plate. It shouldn't be hot. If it is, panic. All right, but you did the right thing. You're always checking. And these are nice and rare with that butteriness to them, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah. He said it. Oh, yeah. And we'll put just a little bit of mushroom over the top of that. Dude, we did it. Is that a hole in one?
I think so.
I think so too. Great job, buddy. Thanks for
Thank
everything.
you.
Jack, next up and coming chef of the world or golfer or whatever he wants because he's him, right?
Yeah.
You know it. And he's going to dance our way out of there. So these kids are in the kitchen. We're out of here. We're going to eat some beef and pork and we'll have a great time. Thanks, buddy.
Thank
now
you.
we dance. Good job. Brought to you in part by Monadnock Flooring and Decorating, offering quality sales, service, and installation for over 35 years on Production Avenue next to Subaru of Keene.